For today's thesaurus exercise, I want to do the word to investigate, the verb to investigate. And I saw an article in today's Financial Times. It was right in the headline, Donald Trump asked Ukrainian leader to investigate Biden's. And so let's do this thesaurus exercise for this word to investigate. So we go to the thesaurus, we type in investigate, thesaurus.com, type in investigate, press enter, and oh, so many words come up. Look at this: consider, examine, explore, inspect, interrogate, blah, blah, blah. So many words. Let's make this a little bit simpler. There are three that I want to go into today. And to start off with, to investigate is a legal thing. It's what police do. The policeman investigates the crime. The lawyer investigates the disappearance, for example. Some other words that you can use. One is to research, but keep in mind that that's a more academic word. It's used for academic situations. Like the scientist is going to investigate or to research. The scientist is going to research the eating habits of this bird. The scientist is going to research the movements of the stars, for example. A second word is to examine, and that means to look at something closely. So if you say that you're going to examine something, you're saying that you're going to look at it closely. You're going to think about it a lot. Like, for example, I hear that at the Starbucks stores, the chairs have some holes in them. I will examine it this week. It means that I will go into some Starbucks stores and I will look at the chairs closely. Another example, say, we are going to, or we're thinking about buying this other company, but of course we have to do our due diligence first. We need to examine their financial statements. We need to look closely at their financial statements. And the third example that I wanted to mention is a phrase to look into. And this is a good, common, everyday phrase that you can use. It applies to academic things, it applies to criminal things, it applies to financial things. Maybe it means to look closely, maybe it just means to look into something casually. It's a common everyday phrase, it's general. You don't really know specifically what the person is saying. For example, you could say, I hear that the restaurants are serving cold food. I'll look into it this weekend. It means that I'll go into a couple restaurants and I'll order some food and see how it is. Another example, I hear that the coffee at Starbucks is cold. I'll look into it. It means that I'm going to go into a couple stores and I'm going to order some coffee. And maybe I'll be careful about it and stick a thermometer in there, or maybe I'll just do a quick test, taste the coffee and see how it is. You don't know. It's a general phrase.